say it was just you or you, whichever one of you wants to answer, and the other two of us were dead, whose buttock would you eat?
I would eat Dave's.
Why?
I think it's more succulent. I think it's more succulent than your bony ass.
You'd have to pluck it first.
I was looking forward to talking into that.
I'm not eating it anymore.
Welcome. We are Neil,
Luke,
And Dave.
340-somethings, reminiscing on the runners and riders of 90s guitar music.
we look at the bands who soundtracked our youth on both sides of the pond and interview some of our heroes from the bands that defined a generation.
You'll hear about the good, the bad, and the ugly of 90s guitar music.
This podcast is Stupid and Contagious. Episode 59 of the Stupid and Contagious podcast. Wang, can't remember what number it is. Wang number, anyone?
No one knows.
10?
No one cares.
Yeah,
It could
10-ish.
be 10, around that number. It'll be on the pod art, but yeah, can't remember what number it is.
People just skip the wangs, don't they?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Talking to ourselves.
For the three people that are listening, it's Wang number. We don't know. But we're going to do 1993. We've done 91, 92. We're going to do 1993. But before we get into that, what's everyone been up to?
I got nothing.
Dave's got nothing. Luke, got anything?
I've been listening to the new Jack White album.
Any good?
It's really, really good. So I love the White Stripes, as you know. But I haven't bought a single thing that Jack White's done since then. He's done loads of stuff, right? Dead Weather, Raconteurs, solo stuff. And I think I've listened. They weren't bad. I think I've listened to every single thing he's put out, but it's never grabbed me. Do you know what I mean? But this new one, it's like, it sounds like a lost White Stripes record, like a lost early White Stripes record. It's amazing.
See,
yeah.
I like the early White Stripes, but I got a bit bored towards the end. So
yeah, the last album wasn't great. Do you know he put it out first by giving away free copies at his records? He's got like a record shop, Third Man Records, and he gave away just white labels. Just gave them to
London. That record shop.
There's one in London. I think there's one in America too. He just gave customers like a free white label without telling them what it was, and and he kind of released it that way. But now it's had a proper release. Well, limited release. It's really good.
I'll check it out.
That's what I've been doing.
Thanks for the recommendation. Dave, come on. Something must have happened in Berwick. I believe you.
Well, yesterday I went for a run and it was a really nice evening. So I thought I'd do a long one. So I'll continue in a big loop. Yeah. But I swear I almost died. I didn't have a phone on me. And I thought the thing that happened to, Michael Mosley was going to happen to me.
Oh, shit.
And I was just going to collapse.
Who's Michael Mosley?
Dr. Michael Mosley. He's a well-known TV doctor over here. He died when he was on holiday.
That was quite shocking, didn't you hear?
Yeah, it was, yeah. He was out for it. No, he's on a ramble, but he got lost. It was hot.
Okay. He was like meters back from his base when he was found dead.
But he's quite a well-loved sort of TV doctor. Yeah.
Where were you? Did you go out into the wilderness around Berwick?
Well, it was just a loop. You go up to Selmston, then back through the fields. But it was a lot further than I expected.
Did you have water?
And I had no sugar left in my body.
Oh, man.
I mean, how many kilometers are we talking, or miles? How many?
I think it's about 7. Normally
miles.
I run 3 kilometers. No,
kilometers. I mean, that's not that bad. Although I mean, it's more than I run. It's not nothing.
If you haven't made it back, you'd probably still be there now, rotting away in the undergrowth.
I know.
Yeah.
How about you, Neil?
That would have been the end of the podcast. Thank God you got back.
Glad you're safe, man.
Me, no, I'm still down at my brother's. It's quite nice down here. Apart from those fucking cats. Yeah, I just don't. If someone could just tell me what the point of cats is, that'd be good. All they've done so far today is knocked a bottle of wine off the top of a cabinet, smashed that. That's it. Now I've got to clean that up.
Wait. Was it red or white?
It was red.
Oh,
Luckily,
how'd you
it's
clear that
tiled.
up?
No, it's tiled floors, but still annoying. That's all they do is do annoying shit. I just don't understand the point of cats.
The way you said it sounded like you haven't cleaned it up yet.
I've cleaned a bit of it up. I still got to do a little bit more.
What about the cats on the glass?
Fuck them. I hope they cut their fucking paws open.
No, I think I'm with you, Neil. Cats are bastards. Yeah.
They don't give you any love or anything. They're just annoying. And they're just, the dog comes and has a cuddle on the sofa and stuff. It's quite nice, like having a little mate. The cat is just fucking annoying.
It's fake though with dogs. They're selfish bastards, really.
Yeah. Apart from that, no, not really much else. Music wise, I went last night. I went and had a drink, a non-alcoholic drink, of course, with Vince from Main Street.
Oh wow!
Boys
back together. Yeah.
It's good to see him.
Did you reminisce on old times in the band?
We talked a bit about it. We don't just talk about that when we see each other, but yeah, we always have a little chat about what we're doing and stuff. I don't think he's really doing much music wise anymore, but after Main Street, what's the point?
Yeah, there's no point. When you've reached the top, there's no point in
exactly
coming again, right? Yeah.
So no, it's good to see him. So yeah.
Have you arranged to meet again with your guitars?
Nah.
Have a jam.
It's probably best left in the past. He has suggested it a few times. Maybe we will. We'll see.
No, I think you're right. It's best left in the past. I think.
Yeah, I would leave it, to be honest. Yeah.
By the time this goes out, or by the time we've finished recording this, probably we would have hit 1,000 subscribers on Facebook. So
really?
Good, isn't it? Yeah,
it's amazing. Yeah,
it's a lot.
You mean followers?
Yeah, same thing, isn't it?
I suppose, yeah.
But
that's amazing. Thanks, everyone.
Sometimes it's hard to quantify what 1,000 people look like. So I've found this app where it just shows you what 1,000 people look like. It shows you like 100 people, 1,000, and it shows them in a room so you can see it in 1,000 people's a lot.
Actually, I worked out the other day that if you had a very big building, 1,000 meters by 1,000 meters and 8 floors tall, you could fit every person on the planet in.
So you said you didn't have time to prepare for this way. You had time to do that.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, and important,
And important, yeah.
That's good to know. So if there's if Israel sort of expands its land grab,
we can all live in that.
We might all be in Dave's building.
You ain't got any pages, have you, on you?
No, thankfully. I've got a phone though. It's probably that might explode in my face.
Did you used to have to phone up and speak to a human to write down the message if they gave the pager, right?
I had a pager, yeah.
I remember once. Yeah. Actually, this is a segue into today's way. So, Dazed and the film Dazed and Confused came out in 1993, and anyway. Okay. In that film, there's just a very kind of 1 second, brief frame. Someone's graffitied the words "eat more pussy" on the wall. So I wanted to send that to my brother Jake. So I phoned up and I said I want to page the message "eat more pussy," and they refused.
Why? That's the message you wanted.
They refused to take the message.
You could have done 3 separate ones.
Yeah, should have done.
Yeah, no, the pages were pointless, because whoever was paging you had to go to a phone box to do it anyway. Okay, so should we get on to this week's van? 1993. Let's go back. If you are watching this, then give it a thumbs up, get involved in the comments, and subscribe to our channel. And if you are listening, then please do rate and review. It really does help us get the podcast found, and share it with your mates so that they can get involved in the fun. I thought a good way to start this one. I'm just going to run through a few things that happened in 1993. Not music, just so we can set the scene. Czechoslovakia dissolved into Czech Republic and Slovakia on January the 1st.
Yeah.
That's the start of the year. Bill Clinton became the 42nd president of the United States. Remember that?
I do indeed. Yeah.
What's he famous for?
Dirty bastard.
Yeah.
Playing the saxophone.
Did he?
Something with a cigar.
The thing, he was like the cool president, wasn't he?
I think someone played his saxophone.
What
was the cigar thing?
Don't need to go into it.
World Wide Web was born, apparently, in 1993.
Really?
That's what it says. First clear images from the Hubble telescope.
That was a big news, wasn't it? The Hubble.
Yeah.
What was going on about that in assemblies, weren't they? About the fucking Hubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Hubble.
But yeah, I knew you'd say that.
You fucking love Hubble, don't you? What's the new one? Do you prefer Hubble or that one that's named after someone?
James Webb Space Telescope. That is amazing.
Well, which is better, that or Hubble?
Well, that one. If you look at the pictures side by side, it's like the difference is great.
Yeah.
I think that, just let me have a little aside, I think that telescope is going to disprove the Big Bang Theory.
Right.
I reckon the Big Bang Theory is a load of rubbish.
We ain't got time to go into that, sure.
No, fair enough.
The Waco siege was in 93. That was exciting, wasn't it? Mental, wasn't it?
What was that again?
That was mental. I watched a documentary on that not long ago. When that religious, he said he was Jesus. What was his name?
Branch
James
Davidian.
Koresh or something, wasn't it?
That's it.
That's it. He said he was Jesus. They said, all right, we'll stick with you. Then they fought the FBI, didn't they? Or whatever it was.
And was he Jesus?
We'll never know.
No.
There's been no film on that, has there?
Like a fictionalized version, you mean? Yeah.
Maybe you should make it. There you go, Dave. There's your route into becoming a millionaire.
Thanks.
51-day siege that was.
Did the FBI just end up killing everyone?
Yeah, well, they got a bit like they do with their guns and tanks and stuff over there. They got a bit excitable and sort of stormed it. And then, then they set it alight and everyone died. Well, he set it alight, the Jesus guy.
Yeah.
It was also going a bit dark, but it was the James Bulger was that year as well.
Was that 93? Oh, wow.
Long time ago. That was pretty mental.
That was horrible, wasn't it?
That's all I got for 93 to set the scene.
You forgot about the expansion of the M25 motorway.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Go on.
That was it.
All right. Where did it expand to?
Don't know. It doesn't say. Maybe it linked up the final bits.
Right.
I've got some pop news from 1993.
We're going into music now, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it relevant to the podcast?
No, as relevant as the M25 expander. Go on.
Okay, February 93. Elton John was forced to abandon his concert in Melbourne. Right. Can you guess why?
Bum fell off?
No, not his bum fell off. No, good guess though.
Lightning.
No.
Kangaroo attack.
Oh, you're getting closer.
Right. Spiders?
Think smaller. Oh, very close, Neil.
Snakes.
Spiders.
No.
Spider in his pants.
Not a spider with his pants. Grasshoppers invaded the stage.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Why stop because of that? How are they going to interfere?
I think it was more than one.
They could have just flicked it off.
Because of some fucking grasshoppers.
If there's like a plague of them, of course you can. Next music news, 31st of May, 1993. Yeah. Alan McGee travels up to Scotland. King Tut's Wah-Wah hut. Who does he see?
Well, he
Oasis.
Oasis, but they sort of, I think he went to see 18-Wheeler, I think is the story.
That's right. And signed them on the spot.
Well, yeah, I don't think they were supposed to play, were they? And they just said, I don't know if that's true, though. That sounds a bit far-fetched that they sort of said, oh, can we have a go?
Well, right, yeah.
Just got on stage and played.
That stuff happens.
Yeah, it might have happened. Might have happened.
Yeah.
But the event happened for sure, didn't it? That was
there you go.
Yeah, that's it.
And my other music news: Rick Astley officially retired from music, age 27. He officially retired
last year.
in 1993 after selling 40 million records over 5 years.
That's fucking mental, right?
I'm just telling you what happened in 1993.
Have you been rickrolled?
No.
That's a thing, isn't it?
I think
it was.
Surprised the podcast hasn't been rickrolled yet.
Sure.
Give it time.
All right. Before we go into music, I got some films from 92 as well.
Yeah,
do you want to do those first?
We'll do it from 93 would be a good idea, as we're doing 93.
Well, I mentioned Dazed and Confused. That's probably the best one. Well, do you remember, a big one for us, I don't know why, it was Alive.
I loved Alive.
Oh, yeah. I
Why
remember
is
the
that so
slice.
popular?
I don't know, we watched
slice
it
off the
one
butter.
of the girls' house. I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that image?
Say it was just you or you, whichever one of you wants to answer, and the other two of us were dead. Whose buttock would you eat?
I would eat Dave's.
Why?
I think it's more succulent. I think it's more succulent than your bony ass.
I think I'd go for the same answer, to be fair. I'd go for that.
You'd have to pluck it first.
Put me off. I was looking forward to talking into that.
I'm not eating it anymore.
I think I genuinely would rather die than eat either of your buttocks.
Yeah, that's not the option.
Not the option, dude. You got to pick a bum.
Come on. He's thinking about it.
I know. Look at him.
Bit too much. Just pick one.
Coin flip. They're really unappealing, both of your bums.
I'm slightly offended, Neil. Are you?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon Neil's skin would be tougher, but
that's true.
Maybe he's more soft under there. I've never seen it, so.
Well, it's just something to think about because situations do happen.
Yeah,
it's a good film, though. Really good film.
Hasn't it been remade recently?
I hope they remake everything, don't they?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape was out as well, which I loved.
Oh, is that Leonardo DiCaprio?
Young Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp.
Really good in that, isn't he? He is a really good actor.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's a Swedish director, I think, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so. But I can't remember the film.
Oh, talking about Swedes, you should pay our respects to Sven-Göran Eriksson, who died. Is it this week?
Yes.
Last week?
No, last week,
ago.
Yeah.
He was all right, wasn't he? He had a fling with Ulrika, didn't he?
He did. Do you remember when she downed a pint on Shooting Stars?
No.
It was really impressive. It was amazing. No spillage, straight down. Wayne's World 2 came out.
Good film. I can't remember which one's which, but I can't remember what happens in each one.
In the second one, they do like a festival. They try to do make a festival. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. It's good. It didn't come out, but Brandon Lee was killed filming The Crow in 93.
Oh, I know what scene.
I watched it recently. I watched it a couple of weeks ago.
You know when he goes and finds her mum. She's a bit of a drug addict.
Yes.
And she finds her with that guy, Fun Boy or whatever his name is. I think it's Fun Boy. And they're sort of canoodling, and he comes in.
Canoodling, good word.
Well, the bit where he dies is Fun Boy shoots him, and he puts his hand out, and it shoots through his hand. And you see a hole in his hand.
Yeah.
Well, that's the bit where he dies. That gun was loaded.
Oh, wow.
And he never got over it, that guy. That actor is dead now, but he never got over. Well, you wouldn't, would you?
Why did he die if it went through his hand?
That bit's not real.
Right. Okay. Clever. It's that studio trickery, isn't it? But I'd never seen it. I watched it the other day because it always comes up when people talk about the soundtrack, right? And I'd never seen it. So I watched it a couple of weeks ago. It was really good. Yeah. It was great.
But they've remade it. It came out a couple of weeks ago. It was a massive flop.
Is that right?
Yeah. And I refused to go and watch it because I like the original too much. Don't it tainted.
Also, movie news, River Phoenix dies of an overdose outside the Viper Club, Johnny Depp's Viper Club.
Johnny Depp's club, yeah.
What was it? He had some kind of cocktail of heroin and cocaine.
Yeah, it's called a speedball. It's called a speedball.
That's right.
It was cocaine and heroin and something else, I think.
There you go.
Is that all you got?
That's all I got. I mean, I've got more, but yeah. I do want to mention So I Married an Axe Murderer because that's a personal favourite as well.
Shit.
I haven't seen that.
It's so good. It's so good. Well, and it features the Lars There She Goes at the start. That's like the opening montage, and it's perfect. It's so good.
Is Mike Myers in that as well?
Yeah, it's really good.
Right, so how should we do this? Are we doing pop first, or not bothering with pop, or what?
Oh, come on, we've got to do some pop. All right, I'll go through them. Okay, so I'm going to do the top 5 best-selling songs of 1993. Starting with number 5, which is the worst of the lot. Dreams by
Gabrielle.
Number 4 is fucking great. No Limit by
Too Unlimited.
Too Unlimited with a 2.
Yeah.
The number 2, yeah. Number 3, All That She Wants by
Ace of Base.
Another great song. Number 2 is a cover. I Can't Help Falling in Love with You by
UB40.
UB40.
Terrible song.
And number 1, by far, I think the best-selling song of 1993 was
Meatloaf.
I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that.
What will you do? Eat someone's bum.
Yeah. Eat one of our bums. Yeah. He'd eat Dave's, we've established.
It could have been the washing up.
Yeah. It'd be good if it was something simple like that. Yeah. It's a good song, though. I like it. I like it. Don't mind a bit of Meatloaf.
No, I don't mind a bit of Meatloaf. You've missed a few there that I think need a mention.
No, okay, they're just the top 5. Okay, but there's just a few other honourable mentions for charts. Go for it.
Mr. Wendell.
Oh man, I fucking hate Mr. Wendell.
Hum it.
I hate that annoying noise at the start. His voice.
Oh man, everyone loved Mr. Wendell, didn't they? I hate it.
God, remind me. Well, how did it go?
Oh, you'll have to listen.
Yeah.
Stairway to Heaven, Ralph Harris. Can't mention that one. Just Fear of the Dark. That was everywhere in the common room.
Yeah, Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Was that 93? Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Well, 93 was like the year of like ragga pop crossover hits, right?
Yeah, I think so.
There were loads of them. Yeah.
Mr. Loverman.
Dancehall. Mr. Loverman. Shabba Ranks. Shabba. Ocarina. Shaggy.
Yeah. All of that stuff. Yeah, there was.
Chuckademus and Pliers. Tease me.
Yeah, what happened
so many
with all that stuff?
Oh, they were all 93. They were all kind of a similar thing, right? They were all good.
Was Pliers a person? Or he just had some pliers?
Not sure which one was pliers.
Some pliers, yeah. It's the pliers he used to kind of adjust his drum machine.
Two Princes was out by the Plot Doctors.
They were indeed.
Oh, yeah, it was the year of the legendary Holiday, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken about that.
So.
Do we need to speak about that? Yeah, we should.
I think we've spoken about it many times.
Yes.
On the podcast. We've spoken about it plenty.
Yeah.
But speaking of those kind of songs, so yeah, Spin Doctors, of course, but also Green Jelly was 93.
Yeah, that was 93.
And Three Little Pigs and Ugly Kid Joe had a track out as well. So
he did.
Ding, 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 ding.
The Key, The Secret, Urban Cookie Collective. Awful
what a
song.
tune. What?
Awful
it's
song.
Great.
Piss off.
Man.
Go West, Pet Shop Boys.
Good one. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Boom, shake, shake, shake the room came out.
Was that 93? Fucking hell.
Yeah, man.
A long time ago. Mr. Blobby was out in 93.
Christmas number 1, wasn't it?
Christmas number 1. Yeah. Battled back, didn't it? It was number 1. Got knocked off the top spot and then battled back into first place just in time for Christmas. Informer by Snow, which
it's good.
It's different, isn't it?
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. But the thing is, he was the real fucking deal, man. That's the thing.
Wasn't he Canadian?
He's Canadian, yeah. But like he met the guy in prison. That song's about his time in prison. He's like proper from the fucking ghetto, man. He's like a proper, the streets.
I think people sort of disregarded him because he's white.
And also, I just want to mention Hadaway. What is love, baby?
That was a tune.
Yeah, it's a good one.
One of my favourites. Yeah.
Brilliant.
I didn't realise he was German.
Yeah, so good. Oh, Ordinary World, Duran Duran. That was 93 as well.
Was that late? Were they still making songs in 93?
Yeah. They were. That did quite well, I think.
It wasn't a re-release or anything. That was. It is a good song.
Like the last big song they had, I guess.
E17 had Deep as well, which was probably my favourite of theirs.
Well, all right. So we've covered plop. So let's go on to the real stuff. This is what everyone's tuning in for. Well, they're probably tuned out by now, but this is what everyone's tuning in for.
Shall we do? So I've got the NME top 5 singles and top 5 albums of the year according to NME.
I've got the top 50 for each one.
Well, that's pointless. Why did you do that?
I don't know. More editing for me.
Yeah, exactly. You got the NME ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Dave, have you checked these?
I have, yes.
You have?
Go on then. What's the top 5?
All right, hold on.
Without tapping.
Well, I haven't committed it to fucking memory, have I? Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
I can hear you tapping.
I can. You can beat it. Beeped. It pinged.
Animal Nitrate's probably number 1.
Animal Nitrate's number 4. For NME.
Creep.
No.
Hang on. What are you looking at?
NME singles of the year.
Let's do top 10 at least.
Oh, fuck off. Take it forever.
Well, if it's top 10, it'll include your favourites, Huggy Bear.
Oh, go on in. Her Jazz. Was that night? Yeah. Oh, well, I've got it behind me. Yeah. I didn't know the single was that year as well. Okay.
Number 9, Belly, Feed the Tree. That was a big song, wasn't it?
Yeah, I fucking love that song. Yeah. One of the from Loaded, right? The Loaded compilation.
That was 93, wasn't it? Loaded.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it was. Not a female artist in this, noticeably. Number 8 was Elastica, Stutter.
Oh man. See, you're basically you get into my my favorite singles of the year already. I'm gonna do my top 3 at the end, but it's pretty much these. So this was Stutter, their first single, right? This is before the album came out, which didn't come out till the following year, but this was their debut single, Stutter. So good.
Number 7 was Tindersticks, Marbles. I'm not sure I know that one.
Don't know it.
I'm sure someone in the group will know it.
Yeah.
Bjork, Human Behaviour was number 6.
So good.
She was good, wasn't she? Well, she still is. She's good.
She's a breath of fresh air, right? Yeah.
I think she still is. She's still a little bit nuts and a little bit.
She's cool as fuck, man. Okay, so number 5, Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name. We covered it when we did 92. So the album came out in 92, but the single came out in 93. So, I mean, what is there to say, right? It's just amazing. So number 4, we said before, Suede, Animal Nitrate. So
hang on, you can't just gloss over number 5.
Go on in.
I was just going to say it's a good way to live your life, isn't it?
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
So I don't do what anyone tells me. What about you?
Yeah, but what if everyone behaved that way?
Oh, shut up, you.
Yeah, I pretty much do whatever I'm told.
Yeah, so do I.
And me.
So do they probably.
Yeah, they probably do. Yeah,
I bet Zach De La Rocha, he probably does do stuff that people tell him.
Number 3 is an interesting one. Left Field and John Lydon with Open Up. Do you remember that?
It's great. I remember it well. Bloody brilliant, that song.
Well, it was on the album, really wasn't it? The Leftism album.
Leftism, that's brilliant.
Oh, is it on there? Okay.
I think so.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was
really good.
Yeah, one of the best
Leftism.
albums. That was 94 though, wasn't it? That came out.
Might have been, yeah. Which, this probably came out before the album, but yeah, that Lydon vocal on that is great.
Unique, isn't it?
So unique.
He has got a unique vocal.
He does. He really does. If anyone does, it's Johnny Rotten, man. Yeah. Number 2, Credit to the Nation. Call It What You Want. What a good shout from NME.
Great song. I remember that. That was quite. Everyone listened to that, didn't they? It's a good song. That album was really good. Can't remember what the album was called. I had the Smells Like Teen Spirit riff in it, didn't it?
Oh, is that right? I can't remember. I think you might be right. That sounds right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, it's a good song. Yeah, NME have done quite well with this countdown. I don't really number 1, it's a good song, but
what is it?
Neil?
it's the Breeders' Cannonball.
Yeah, it is a good
It
song.
is a good song. And it's
That's
sort of,
incredible.
you know.
Yeah.
For me, that song is just one of those that I've overheard. I mean, heard too much. Same with Creep, actually. I used to love that song when in '93, but now I'm not bothered about it.
Creep. You know, interesting fact about Creep?
I do.
Go on.
The guitar bit on it was like a mistake. Just
That one? Mm.
Yeah. And they were like, oh, that sounds all right. He's good, that bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
Bit.
Yeah. I had a strange relationship with Radiohead over the years. Like, I loved Pablo Honey, and then I didn't really like the Bend and OK Computer and all of that, and then just seemed a bit kind of moany. Do you know what I mean? And then I finally came round to it like much later when they released like Kid A and stuff, and then I thought, oh, this is cool. Then I went back and listened to OK Computer and the Bend, and I really liked them then. So it took me a while, but I finally got into them. Yeah.
But on paper, I should really like them because I love moany stuff, dark, depressing. But it just, I don't know, never really connected with them. The odd song here and there. But yeah, don't know.
Yeah, they're not my favourite or anything, but yeah, they're good.
People love them, don't they? So.
They do.
Right, so we did the top 10 albums.
We're doing 10. Go on in. I only know from 5. So.
Well, I could do the first 5. Transglobal Underground, Dream of 100 Nations was number 10.
Oh, wow.
They played our university freshers ball. Oh no, that was number 11. Sorry, but I've done it now.
How embarrassing. Yeah. But good stuff, man.
Orbital was number 10.
Ah, right. Nice.
I always get the Orb and Orbital mixed up, but I've seen the Orb now, so I'm not really familiar with much of Orbital stuff, to be fair.
No, I think this is supposed to be their best album, pretty much, isn't it? One of them, it's an untitled album. It's supposed to be one of the best. So, yeah, but I'm not an expert either.
Orbital, the glasses guys, right?
With the torches. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So
that's
good enough for me.
Yeah.
And then, so number 9, Julian Hatfield 3.
Juliana.
I don't know it.
Yeah.
There you go. Can't even do the fucking name right.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Pretty good.
Julianan.
It should be Juliana.
Well, then that's not my fault. It's spelt wrong on here.
Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't got that wrong, but it can't be.
No, you're right. It's
been saying it wrong for the last.
No. The album cover here, it says Juliana. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know it, so I can't comment on that one. Luke, do you know it?
Vaguely. Yeah, not well though.
Oh, number 8, Cypress Hill, Black Sunday.
I wanted to talk about them later. Yeah.
So good.
So
I mean, that Common Room, it was all over the Common Room, wasn't it? I think people just played it because it was an album about smoking weed.
Yeah. I think I had a poster as well. I had the cassette, and I think I had a poster of Black Sunday as well from somewhere on the wall.
Did it have a pot reference on it?
I think it was just the cover of the album. Yeah.
It's just something about it, isn't there? That album is just really good.
Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah.
What was the main? What was the biggest hit of it?
Hit something, didn't they? Hits from the Bong.
Hits from the Bong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a double meaning, isn't it? Eh?
What's the other meaning?
You're getting a hit from the Bong.
Yeah.
And it's a hit song.
Oh, of course. Insane in the Brain. It was on that.
Of course it was.
Yeah. I want to get high. Ain't going out like that. These are all great.
Insane in the Brain would have been the big one, yeah.
That would have been the big one. Yeah.
Hits from the Bong was a cool one.
But they were British, right?
But it's funny because that's the first one that came into my mind as well. I wonder why. Yeah.
Were they British?
No, they weren't British, no.
No, David, no.
Oh, I'm thinking of Pack It Up, Pack It In from Birmingham. Getting it mixed up with that. Was that House of Pain? You know that song goes, pack it up,
from
pack
Birmingham.
It in, let me begin. Yes, they are.
No.
What are you talking about?
Look it up.
I tell you what, Dave, why don't you look it up? See if House of Pain are from Birmingham.
All right.
Let us know your results.
Looking it up now.
Yeah.
Don't think you really need to, mate.
Oh, no, they're actually from LA, California.
Oh.
But they just happen to sing with Brummy accents.
They don't. What are you talking about?
Only you've ever sung that song like that.
How do you think it goes? In your head, how does that go?
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. Like that. I've got something in my head that is from Birmingham.
Yeah, you've got something in your head.
It has some link.
Yeah.
Number 7, Blur, Modern Life is Rubbish.
Oh, man. Probably their best album. Maybe.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever really given it a listen because I'm not Blur fan, am I?
It's really good. It's got Chemical World, all that on it for tomorrow.
Yeah. See, I just don't know any Blur albums really. But
oh man, they're all good. There's, I think, like there's some that are not as good as others, but there's there's good stuff on it on all of them, basically.
Yeah, I should give them more of a listen, to be honest.
It's probably their best.
Number 6, Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream.
Siamese Dream, yeah. Again, I'm not. That's pretty much the only album I know of theirs well enough, I think.
But I get that mixed up with. Is that the one with Today on it?
Yeah,
that's Gish, though, isn't it?
No, I don't think
Gish? So. I get those two.
I thought that was the one with Today and Disarm on, but I might be wrong.
If it is, then yeah, I like that. Disarm's one of my favourite songs of all time.
Yeah. They're both on that. Yeah.
They're a bit like Radiohead for me. Like they're good. It's good music. I can tell it's good, but I don't like listening to it.
I'm the same. I don't really like Smashing Pumpkins, but I do like Disarm. I love that song.
Yeah, same.
It's brilliant.
Same.
But yeah, I'm with Dave. They're good. You can see they're, but the fact he's turned into a bit of a knob, it kind of makes it easier not to listen to him now.
Sure. But when they did like Melancholy and Infinite Sadness or whatever, it's all that kind of wanky kind of, a bit too much, right?
As soon as he shaved his hair off, it went downhill. I think that was his power.
Common problem.
There's a lot of power in hair. Look what happened to Michael Bolton.
What did happen to Michael Bolton?
Shaved his hair off. Never heard of him again, have we?
True.
Don't mess with the hair. Number 5, Belly, Star. So it's the album that was. Yeah, so that would have had all the hits on it, right?
Yeah, well, there weren't too many, but yeah.
Oh, that must be one that's worth going back and listening to.
Yeah, it probably is, right? I don't think I've heard it since then. So yeah.
I think they're back on tour soon as well. I'm trying to get them on at some point. We'll see.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, I think they're still busy, I think.
I just don't like that word, belly. I've never liked that word.
Same, man. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
Makes me uncomfortable.
How's your belly?
Yeah.
I just think of a swollen, painful thing when I think of the word.
Like a bellyache.
Yeah. Like that, but swollen.
Number 4, Lemonheads. Come and Feel the Lemonheads. Great album.
Good.
I remember you having that, Luke.
Yes.
You had the T-shirt as well, didn't you?
I did have the T-shirt as well. Yeah. I think I bought it. It was a knockoff T-shirt. I bought it for $5 outside the Brixton Academy after we went to see them, and that was on the Come On Feel tour, right?
But you forgot that Senseless Things supported him on that one.
Completely forgot. Yeah, I remember the Lemonheads though. They were great.
Well, Senseless Things were good too.
Sure.
Yeah,
so it was Shame About Ray the year before.
Yeah, or even before that, maybe. Yeah, 92.
Yeah, because I always get 91. Those two albums a bit fused as one. But yeah, they were,
Oh man, Come On Feel's got so many tunes on it that you forgot.
Yeah, it's great.
You forgot about, right? It's got Big Gay Heart on it, which is probably my favourite Lemonhead song.
Right, so it's good. Yeah, Great Big No.
Yeah.
It's About Time. Paid to Smile. Style, I love Style. That was a quirky one. Dawn Can't Decide.
She can't.
Rick James Style. Favourite Tea. The Jello Fun.
I like Favourite Tea. That's great.
Into Your Arms.
Into Your Arms, of course. That's amazing.
Yeah. Down About It. Big Gay Heart. Rest Assured. I'll Do It Anyway.
Yeah.
That's a good tune. Being Around.
Of course. That's on that. Right.
And You Can Take It With You. Yeah. Great.
Yeah. Oh man. Everyone you mentioned, I can just instantly can think of the song, mate. So good.
Well, you can do the top 3 because I forgot you.
All right.
Top 5.
That's all right. Number 3 is Suede, the first album, self-titled.
Brilliant.
It's just one of those fully formed albums, right? It just comes out as if like it's like a perfect debut, right?
I think we've spoken about it before, but it's kind of everyone was listening to grunge, and that sort of came out, brought them back over to this side of the pond.
We went down to Woolworths and you bought it, and we came back to my house, and I remember like the sun was streaming in through the windows, and we just lay down. I was on my bed, you on Jake's bed, and we just pressed play on the cassette. And just the sound just washed over us, man, and it was like just the most incredible thing I ever heard.
Yeah, it's a great. I think I might have had orange hair at the time.
Yeah, I had a stint of having purple hair for a while.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it was that sort of. I don't know if David dyed his black yet.
He probably had by 93.
I think so.
Dave, believe it or not, looking at him now, he used to have long black hair.
Yeah.
And a brown leather jacket.
It's kind of like
He looked
have
good.
that on.
He looked good.
Yeah.
Not dissing it. It was a good look.
You are dissing it.
He looks a bit like Snape from Harry Potter.
Not dissing it. Fucking hell, I used to walk around with orange hair and a tie-dye shirt.
I used to wear 3 pairs of socks at all times.
Oh, yeah, I think you did.
First layer, normal socks. Second layer, football socks. Third layer, hiking socks. So
that's ridiculous.
Three pairs of socks on at all times.
Your feet must have been a couple of sizes bigger than the actual feet.
Well, I had those paratrooper boots. I had those paratrooper boots, didn't I?
Just get some the right size.
You thought you'd grow into them, but didn't.
I guess. I never grew, unfortunately. But yeah, I had 3 pairs of socks on at all times. That's ridiculous.
Stinky bastard.
Well, no, I used to change the bottom layer every day, but not the other 2.
Must have been really heavy. Heavy
feet. Heavy feet. Number 2 is Boo Radley's Giant Steps.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Oh, I had that.
I've never read it.
Dave, that's kind of music I think you'd be into, Dave.
Yeah. I always sort of lump them in with Dodgy. I can't remember if that's
I get that.
Fair or not.
I like their hits, but I just never really listened to their albums.
I think I got it later.
Good.
I didn't get it in '93. I got it probably when I was at university.
Yeah, a lot of people rate it very highly, so but it's probably good. And at number 1, according to NME, is Björk. Debut.
But it wasn't her debut, was it?
Well, not really.
She'd been around
I
mean, when were the Sugar Cubes? Is it Sugar Cubes?
Early 80s.
Yeah, they were around for a bit.
What?
And before that, she was in like punk bands in like late 70s.
So she was old.
Yeah, she wasn't young then. Yeah, although she was in punk bands when she was like a young teenager. So
she must be about 90 now.
She's exactly 90. Just turned 90.
Fucking hell, you wouldn't realise it, would you?
No.
She looks good for 90.
She does.
All right, so what else are we going to talk about?
Well, I've got loads of stuff to talk about. Let's not. So that's enemies, right?
Right.
So, well, I can't believe In Utero didn't make their top 10. That's insane.
Maybe it would now.
Right. Yeah.
I think at the time it was a bit because it was sort of a follow up to Nevermind and all that sort of stuff, and he hadn't killed himself.
No.
By then.
No.
It only just come out as well, so it hadn't really got traction.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Also, another big grunge player, Pearl Jam Versus came out in '93 as well.
It's not bad. It's got my favourite Pearl Jam song on it, Rearview Mirror.
Right, that's a good one. That's it's a great album. Yeah.
I wasn't a big. I didn't like Pearl Jam at the time anyway, but I preferred 10 to that one.
So they're 2 big ones that weren't in the top 10 there, which I think are great. Neil, I know you like Beaster, Sugar.
I don't like it. I love it. I routinely listen to that Beaster album. Most weeks that's on at some point, I would say, and I'm not even lying. I listen to it all the time. And there's only
6 tracks.
5 or 6 tracks on it, But I just listen to it all the time. I really do. I genuinely do. It's one of my favourite
Are you saying
It's
you've
not really an
listened to it
album, is it?
50 times in the past year?
I'd say so, probably. At least, but Tilted and I listen
JC
to all
Auto.
the time.
Wow.
Also, 93 was kind of the peak year for Riot Girl, right? So you got Bikini Kill, Pussy Whipped album.
Right.
You got Bratmobile had their first album, Potty Mouth, come out. You got the Huggy Bear split with Bikini Kill. That was all in 93. So that was all happening.
If you want to know more about that and you haven't listened to it already, go back and listen to our Riot Girl special. Cover the whole thing there.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I had no awareness of any of that back in 93. So it's amazing that it was all going on.
Yes, it's a good episode, that. So do go and have a listen.
Yeah, go on. Also, I'm blocking the view, but Teenage Fan Club released 13, which was I think it's the first album I heard of theirs, and I still love it. It's really good.
Yeah, the Fannies. Did they have that? What they're called?
They are called the Fannies. Yeah. Oh well, we mentioned it before, but yeah, I mean, Radiohead released Pablo Honey. In 93.
That's good. That it's so different to like their others. It's a lot more poppy, I guess, isn't it?
Pop rock. Yeah, man.
But
anyone can play guitar
is brilliant. Yeah. I'm Thinking About You. That's a good tune.
Yeah, it was really good when it came out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't gone back and listened to it.
I think I liked that Radiohead, and then I didn't like the next Reincarnation.
When they got interesting.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Mannix released Gold Against the Soul. Not their best album, but it's still a good record.
Not a massive fan. So was that in between Generation Terrorists and
the Holy Bible?
Holy Bible.
Yeah.
So it wasn't either or, was it?
No, it's not their best album. It's all right though.
Yeah.
Was that the original lineup?
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah. That was the original lineup right until after the Holy Bible. So yeah, it would have been. Yeah. The Verve released A Storm in Heaven when they were still good.
Was that before they split up for the 5th time, or?
Yeah,
they split up after each album, don't they? They do an album and they split up. Do an album, split up.
I mean, most Verve fans will insist that that's the only thing worth listening to. Basically,
is that the one with History on it?
No, that's on. I don't think that's on it.
No, that's the album after, isn't it?
Yeah. And they say anything else is just sold out commercial crap. I don't know enough about it to comment, but yeah.
Oh, I love sold out commercial crap.
I know you do, Dave. I know.
Just going right off topic, but I just caught my eye. Ice Cube released It Was a Good Day in 93.
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit. There's a couple of hip hop albums that came out in 93.
Right.
So you've got we talked about it before, but Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, came out in 93.
That was like he got banned, didn't he, from the UK?
He did.
Thing about it.
Yeah.
He what?
Yeah.
He got banned, didn't he?
Yeah, he was like the most dangerous man in
Yeah, it was a big. Yeah. The British press really picked up on it and ran with it.
Yeah. I remember that because I was doing my paper round and he was on the front page of like the Star or whatever when I was delivering it.
Massive news. It was massive news.
And now he's just a big establishment figure, isn't he? Like,
hanging out at the Olympics and shit.
Yeah. I mean, he's part of the LA bid, wasn't he, to get the Olympics?
Right. Also, Wu-Tang, Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers came out in 93 as well, which is great. Tropical Quest, Midnight Marauders, which is a really cool album. Also, going off on a different tangent, but there was also like shoegaze was basically reaching its peak around 93 as well. So Swerve Driver had a record out, Catherine Wheel had a record out.
Right.
Yeah. All this was going on. All these little pockets, right? All these little pockets were kind of bursting into life, which is kind of cool.
And then you had stuff like M People moving up.
Sure.
And One Night in Heaven. Don't you just love her voice?
No.
It's awful. Everything about
it's
that
not
band.
An awful voice.
Imagine making that band. Imagine making that band and going, yeah, this has got something. It's good.
Hey, man. Some people like him. Some people like him. Also, it was the very start of the kind of the alt country, what became the alt country scene. So like this album, like Smog, I love Smog. I've probably got like 10 Smog albums or something in my collection. Palace Brothers, this record came out as well in '93, and it was just beginning to kind of take shape. The kind of US.
What's the alt country scene?
Alt country scene is people like Smog and Bonnie Prince Billy, who was kind of in Palace Brothers, kind of like alternative country. Yeah, they were slightly different. They had an album out in '93 as well, Mazzy Star. They were a little bit different, but
you think of country as being a bunch of it's sort of Republican music, right? So I guess alt country is not that. They like the music, but not the politics.
Exactly. Yeah. So it became a little bit hipster because they had like beards and check shirts and shit like that, and which is kind of what hipsters ended up looking like. But it didn't really start out like that. And I think the people that are in it are genuine, right? I think especially Bill Callahan, who's a Smog. He's like a genuine guy, and Bonnie Prince Billy as well. So yeah, it's a scene I really like anyway. So I wanted to give it a mention. Other things I just wanted to give a shout out to from the underground. Fugazi released In on the Kill Taker. I was so shocked that I didn't have a copy of it on vinyl. I couldn't believe I didn't have a copy. I thought I had them all. I have to. I know. Leatherface released the Minx album, which is really good.
I do like them.
Dark Throne, Under a Funeral Moon, classic of the black metal genre.
Is that
Guns
N' Roses you made me listen to?
Yeah. Guns N' Roses released the Spaghetti Incident, their cover of like punk songs, if you remember that.
It's rubbish.
We bought it though, didn't we? It's not bad.
Yeah, I like Down at the Farm, and there's another one on there that's all right. It was all right, wasn't it? But,
and I thought we couldn't go a whole wang without me mentioning Ian Threnonius. So I desperately was searching and searching for one of his projects from '93, and the only one I found was this Cupid Car Club. It's the one-off. They only lasted 1 7-inch one-off project, the Cupid Car Club.
I wonder why that was.
Most of Nation of Ulysses, basically. There's Ian on the back there. So it's very good though. It's very good. Cupid Car Club.
Take your word for it. Dodgy's album was out.
It was the Dodgy album. Yeah.
Oh.
Also, past guests, Sultans of Ping. They released Casual Sex at the Cineplex in '93.
Oh, and Carter had their post-historic.
Oh, of course. Out. Which you've been plugging relentlessly for the past 2 weeks. Yes,
tried my best.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You did a good job, man.
Paul Weller's Wildwood was out. I've never been a fan of Paul Weller.
Oh man, even the Jam. I fucking love the
Jam. I
don't
mind the Jam, not Paul Weller.
Wildwood's a great song though. The song Wildwood is good.
I would be one of the few people that prefer the style council to the
I don't mind the style council.
Don't mind the Jam, but
he's a really interesting guy. The last few albums he's released are like experimental jazz records, pretty much. He's like an interesting guy.
Which is, I can't think of anything worse than experimental jazz. I hate jazz music. So
that's where you and me differ, my friend.
Yeah, I know. But that's all right.
I like him as a person, Paul Weller.
Yeah, I don't mind him. I can't listen to his music really.
Also, past guest, the Wonderstuff. They released Construction for the Modern Idiot, their final album, which I really like. Oh, I was going to talk about it before, but we didn't. But so I was looking at the Reading lineup for '93, and it's got some loads of good stuff. Rage Against the Machine, Neds Atomic Dustbin, Therapy. They released Short Sharp Shock EP. Lemonheads, Bad Brains, Radiohead, Babes in Toyland, Stone Temple Pilots, loads of good stuff. But the headliners were really weird for the main stage. The enemy stage, whatever it's called, the other stage was good, but the headliners for the main stage had New Order and Porno for Pyros, which is so.
Were they never that big?
No, they weren't at all. No. And they were the headliners. They're just a weird. When you got like Rage Against the Machine or whatever, right? Why would you?
They must have done something that year to warrant that.
I don't know. The other stage had Blur, Big Star, and forthcoming guests of Frank and Walters as headliners on the other stage.
Didn't previous guests FMB play this year?
Oh, was that the 93? Was it? Okay, I
I'm not
didn't.
sure
I
of
didn't
it.
see the whole
Yes,
lineup.
I can see it here. They played on the Melody
Okay,
Maker stage,
brilliant.
FMB. Yeah, we've been invited to their reunion as well. So,
Oh man, you should go. That'd be great.
I might do.
Come on.
When is it?
Yeah, right. They do a yearly thing where they just meet up with fans and stuff and just have
I
a
love
night
that.
out.
Should go. I would go
might.
if I was in the UK. I would.
Roger did say it might get quite messy, and I don't drink, do I? But you know,
That's all right.
You can drive everyone home.
Yeah,
I could, couldn't I? My van might be finished by then. I could put the FMB lads in the back of the van.
well, there's not much chance of that happening, so don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting there. Getting there. It takes a long time. Busy with work, am I?
All right, are we gonna do top threes?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Oh, sorry. One more shout out for Flying Saucer Attack. Really cool.
What's that?
Oh, don't
What do you
worry.
mean one more shout out? No one knows who that is.
They were a funny band, Flying. They were kind of like post-rockish, but not quite. A really cool band, Flying Saucer Attack.
I wonder, like, if anyone, like, you're quite, but I wonder if anyone knows who that is. I'd be interested. Someone.
All right, listeners, if you also a fan of Flying Saucer Attack's self-titled album, Flying Saucer Attack, that came out in '93, which I'm sure you will be, get in the comments and tell Neil that he's a complete wank stain. Thank you.
Well, I am, but that's not neither here nor there.
All right, should we do top three singles and then albums?
Yeah, I have to try and work this out.
Why not? You've done it so many times. Why haven't you got it ready?
Well, I didn't know either. No one told me.
Yeah, why not? We do it every time.
I should have made it clear.
Yeah, we always do a top three. How many times do you need to know to learn it? Shall I do mine first?
Yeah, go on. They're
pretty obvious.
Top three singles, right?
Top three singles. They're pretty obvious. 3, Feed the Tree. I was obsessed with that song at the time. Yeah, barely. 2, Killing in the Name, Rage Against the Machine. And 1, Elastica, Starter. Obvious stuff, but so good.
I'm trying to remember singles from that year. See, although we joke about them, that the song was really good. I think number 3 for me would probably be Two Princes. It's a good song.
I quit. This podcast is officially over.
I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Number 2.
You can't have that. I veto that. You're not allowed.
That's fair. We get 1 veto. That's fair.
So you need 3 more.
Yeah, I vetoed the first one. No, I vetoed the Spin Doctors. Dave vetoed Meatloaf. Sorry, mate. That's the rules.
We can't veto anymore.
That's it. So I can have what I want now.
Yeah.
Shall I do mine?
Yeah, go. You do yours.
I'm gonna have Lazarus, Boo Radley's,
Creep,
Radiohead, and Animal Nitrate, Suede.
Oh,
bit obvious, but I've struggled to come up with
3 solid
anymore.
choices, my friend.
Yeah,
you've just gone for indie music because you both want to look cool. But I go a little bit off piste, and I just use a bit of honesty.
I could go take that. I like some of their songs.
Well, I'm gonna.
Prey was out in '93.
You fucking raved on about it earlier, and then didn't put it in your top 3. But I'm gonna go for Hadaway.
Good. Maybe I should have done.
I mean, it's brilliant.
You know,
that's amazing.
It's a
I
great
thought we
song.
had to go indie.
No.
Didn't know pop.
Oh man, I kind of regret my choices now. Hadaway is good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Do you know he's a Trinidadian-born German?
Didn't know that. I do now. Number 2, Mr. Wendell. You can't veto it. But I don't want that.
But please hum it. Hum it. I can't remember it.
I hate that fucking song. Who is Mr. Wendell anyway? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. I've got a number 1. I've got a number 1 here.
Go on in.
I haven't done a number 2 yet, though.
Mr. Wendell. You have to take your first answer. Number 1, please.
Hey, Jealousy, Gin Blossoms. That was that 93.
Oh, was that 93?
Good song. But why didn't you say it before?
Good choice.
I didn't know about it before. It wasn't high up on the singles list, but it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I listen to that a lot.
Sure.
I'd listen to that. I literally listened to that song yesterday. Hey, Jealousy in the van.
There you go. 93. All right. Should we move on to albums?
Yeah, let's do it.
Josh, shall I go first?
I'll go first.
Go on in.
It would be the most boring. But it's definitely Suede. That was the album that made me wake up and listen to music.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
No, it was
That's a bit
important.
much.
It was a big album for me, that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
for all of us, I think. Yeah.
So that's number one.
Yeah, and then Pablo Honey. I don't like it much now, but I really liked it then. And I'll go Modern Life is Rubbish, and I really like that now, but I hadn't heard it then.
Right. Okay. Good. Solid choices. I can't decide my number one. I have to have a joint number one. That's acceptable, right?
I'm fine with that, Neil.
I'm okay with it.
All right. I'll go.
I'm okay with
number.
it.
He's not
number
happy,
3.
though, is he?
He's not. Fuck him. Number 3.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Exactly. That's the spirit of it, man.
Right.
Number 3, Fugazi in On the Kill Taker.
Fucking what a surprise.
Number 2, Lemonheads. Come on, Phil. And number 1, I couldn't decide between Suede and In Utero. So their joint number 1 is Suede. And
hang on, and hold it. You've got 4 in. I thought you were just going to have a joint number 1 and then a number 3.
Yeah, that's how it should be done.
Yeah.
He's not doing it. He don't care what
I don't do what you tell me, Dave.
All right,
don't you understand the concept here? I won't do what you tell me.
He's not doing it.
All right,
he won't. I'm going to go quite predictable as well, I think. So mine, we've got to do 3, 2, 1, right?
Yeah.
Dusty Bin.
So number 3 would also be Suede.
Low on the list.
Yeah, because number 2 would be, I think number 2 would also be Come On Phil, Lemonheads. And number 1 would be Beaster.
I'm going to throw something in the mix here, Neil.
Go on.
Depeche Mode, Songs of Faith and Devotion, came out in 93.
Ooh, see, I don't like that album.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought I was going to throw a spanner in the works.
No, yeah. And it was a good assumption. But I'm not a massive fan of that album.
Fair play.
I don't mind it. It's got some good tunes on it. I did listen to it quite a lot of the time. Yeah, no, it's not one of my favourite Depeche Mode albums.
Okay, fair.
That was when he was going through his. He nearly died, I think.
He did die.
Yeah, I forgot about Depeche Mode. They were big. They had a big year that year, so it was good to mention them. That tour was huge. That Songs of Faith and Devotion tour. I liked it. I liked his look with the long hair and stuff. But yeah, not a massive fan of that album. What else? Is that it? That's 1993. That's it for this one. We know that we will have missed some of the your favourite singles, albums, memories from 1993, but that's what the comments section's for. So get involved. Let us know what you were listening to, your top 3s and all that. If you are watching this, then please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that we can get to that 1,000 subscriber thing. Yeah, give it a like, share it with your friends. If you're listening, then please do rate and review. Really does help the podcast get found, and share it with your mates, because I'm sure they're missing out basically if they're not listening. So
if you're new to the podcast, have a dig in the archive. So some of the things that bands we've mentioned today, Sultans of Ping, Wonderstuff, Frank and Walters. Oh, no, not Frank and Walters yet. Forthcoming guests, Frank and Walters.
That's all right.
I gave it away. Sorry.
That's okay.
Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine. All these, there's interviews with all of these people. So get stuck in and have a listen. And also, I make a mixtape for every episode. So this is probably going to be a pretty long mixtape for this one, but should be a good one.
Yeah, but now we like the mixtapes. Definitely do listen to those. I've said it before, I'll say it again, but they're a big part of the podcast because we can't really put music on the actual podcast because of copyrights, blah, blah, blah. So go to the mixtape. Luke puts those together so you can listen to what we're talking about. Join us next week for, do we know what's next week yet?
For an incredible guest. You won't believe
incredible guest.
Your ears and eyes.
You really fucking won't. So tune in next week. So Dave,
see you in a minute.